Thank you very much. I wish to thank the Arab Organization for the Human Rights in the United Kingdom for inviting me to this session. I'm glad to meet some of my distinguished colleagues in this session. My name is Gabriel Sawma. I am professor of Middle East Studies at Fairleigh Dickinson University. I'm also expert consultant on Islamic matrimonial law, Islamic marriage, divorce, custody of the children, and I handle cases involving abduction of children to the Middle East. The United Arab Emirates is a place where I have been visiting frequently in the past. I lived and worked in Saudi Arabia, and I've been to most of these countries in the Middle East. I was born in Lebanon, originally studied law in Lebanon and practiced law in Lebanon. I was nominated to be a judge in Lebanon. So today we are going to be talking about the human rights violations in the United Arab Emirates. And I get my information from the United States Department of State, as I was a member of the President Trump's advisory board for 4 years. We all know that there are arbitrary arrests and detention in the United Arab Emirates. Incommunicado detention. We know there are political prisoners over there. There are restrictions on free expression and media. There are restrictions on internet freedom, on the peaceful assembly. Activists and academics are jailed. There are forced disappearances over there, and people are tortured in these prisons. If we are going to talking about these violations, United Arab is just one out of many countries in the world, in the Middle East and outside the Middle East also. So this is an international issue that has to be dealt with by the international bodies. First of all, there are many countries, including the United Arab Emirates, who did not sign on some of the conventions that are part of the international law. For instance, UAE did not sign on the International Convention on Civil and Political Rights, ICCPR. They didn't sign on International Convention on Economics, on Social and Cultural Rights, and they are not signatory on Convention on the protection of the rights of all migrant workers and their families. There are also conventions, UN conventions that they are signatory on, that is United Arab Emirates, as well as other Arab countries. They are signatory to these conventions, but they entered reservations on these conventions. I would mention, for example, the Convention on the Rights of the Child. The United Arab Emirates had reservations on two issues that are related, that violate Islamic law, for example, adoption, change of religion. The United Arab Emirates is signatory to the Convention on the Elimination of all forms of discrimination against women, but they entered reservations on two articles from this convention. One deals with the equal right between men and women, and the other one is the right to change a religion. A third one is the equal right to divorce, like the men have, not only in the United Arab Emirates, but other countries also. They have the same problems. So overall, these issues I don't know if the ICC could deal with, because not every member of the nations is part of the ICC. In the past, they passed orders regarding some leaders in Africa, for example. They were successful in some aspects, but they were not successful in other aspects. And I leave it at this point now.
Thank you so much.